Hello friends, it's a common saying that without percentage you cannot do well in any competitive paper, as it is used in almost all the chapters and all the areas of mathematics. Thinking on the same line, I, Harinder Singh, having an experience of around 20 years, welcome you to the session on application of percentage. Before we move on to the questions, let's have an overview of today's session. First of all, we are going to learn the application of percentage in different questions, then some typical percentage questions, how you can solve those, then how to solve percentage questions without making equations, and finally there are some practice questions and their answer key for your further practice. Now let's go to the questions and solve. Now this is the first question, students. Just go through this. Now here 6% of the budget is spent on education. So if you take the budget to be equal to B, the 6% of the same will be 0.06. So 6% of the budget, and now the government increases the expenditure of budget by 3,000, and this is spent on education. So what is the total expenditure on education? It is 6% of the budget initially plus 3,000, and it says now the share of education jumps to 9%. Now mind it, what is the total budget this time? This time the total budget is initial B plus 3,000 rupees, and the education expenditure becomes 9% of the same, which you can write as 0.09. Now if you solve it, it becomes 0.09b minus this, it becomes 0.03b is equal to 270 is taken from 3000, it is 2730, or the value of b happens to be 91000. Your question is, what is the budget for education? We know the budget on education was, it's 6%. Its 1% is 910, so answer becomes 5460. Right, students? I hope you know alligation as well. So this question you can solve by way of alligation also. It is 6% and 100% finally becomes 9%. So you take the difference, 91:3. The ratio becomes 91:3 only, and you very well know that now 3,000 has been spent on education, the whole amount. So this will come out to be 91,000 straight, and you can calculate the 6%, which will come out to be 5460. So students, if you know alligation, this becomes a very easy method to answer this. Let's move on to the next question. This one. Now here you want to finally calculate the percentage who voted. Now I hope you have understood the question. Now half have voted for Congress, so how much is left? So if half have voted for Congress, so half is left. Now out of those half, students, you can see 1/3 voted for BJP. So if 1/3 voted, how much is left? Can you say 2/3 is left? Similarly, out of that 1/4 voted, so how much is left, students? 1/4 voted, so that means 3/4 is left, and finally 1/5 voted, that means 4/5 is left. So students, you can just calculate from that the leftover part happens to be 1/5. If 1/5 people left, that implies 4/5 of the people voted, and 4/5 is how much in terms of percentage? It is 80%. That is the third option. Right? Now let's go to the next question. This one. Now this question you can solve by two ways, students. 27% of the students are girls. So you'll take the breakup of boys and girls. Out of girls, 5% you will calculate. Out of boys, 10% you will calculate. Now total absents divided by the total strength, you will find the percentage. Now let's solve this question by another way. Can you say 5% of the girls 5% of girls and 10% of boys. So student, first learning is if you take their combined average, it has to fall between 5 and 10. So first option gets rejected and fourth option gets rejected. Now out of second and third, you can say 5 and 10 will have a simple average of 7.5%. But that shall be our answer if the number of boys and girls are equal. But there are only 27% girls. This means boys are 73%, which is much more than that. So that means your average will be more inclined toward boys. That is, it will be between 7.5 and 10. So there is only one option, that is the second one, which will become your answer. Right, students? Let's go to the next question. This one, I hope you have read it. Now fresh have 90% water, dried have 12% water. Students, just try and think, what is the constraint here? What is the limiting factor? If you are talking about water, you have in plenty. So the basic part, the important part is the pulp part in the mushroom. जो pulp है वही important है इस case में. So if fresh mushroom contain 90% water, this means they have only 10% pulp. So 10% of fresh mushroom shall be equal to dried have 12% water. That means their 88% is pulp, right? So you can equate this ratio, cancelling 100 over here. You can say the ratio becomes FM to DM, that is fresh to dried mushroom, as equal to 88 by 10. Now let's read the last part of the question. It says there are 22 kilograms of fresh mushrooms. So you can solve it as, if it is 22, how much is this? X. So students, you need not solve it further. Just cancel it here only. 22 4 is 88. So X becomes equal to 10 by 4 or 2.5 kilograms. So your answer becomes first option. Right, students? Moving on, this one. Now here, sugar and tea leaves cost 66. Price of only sugar is rises by 20% and total expenditure is this. So students, you can see from 66, if you make it 70.20, there is an increase of 4.20. Why? Because the price of sugar rises by 20%. So that simply means this 4.20 will be 20% of the expenditure on sugar. So students, you can solve it and calculate that the expenditure on sugar happens to be 21 rupees. Now how many kilograms are there? These are 4 kilograms. So per kg it will come out to be 5.25 rupees. So nothing else needs to be done. Your answer becomes the first option. Right? Let's go to the next question. This one, students. So this is again a typical question which if you solve completely, it becomes very, very tough. Now the learning that I want to give you here is, students, just have a look at the options. It is 20 lakhs, 2 into 10 raised to power 5, 2 into 10 raised to power 7, 2 into 10 raised to power 8. Reading this, you should be sure that 2 will definitely come. Now what is important is 10 raised to power 5 will come, 6 will come, 7 will come, or 8 will come. So let's solve this question by smartness. Now let's solve it. Now here, students, there is an increase of 3%. And then there is a decrease of 2.5% in the sea travel. So net you can see that there is roughly an increase of 0.5%, which is not true Why? Because there will be some mutual impact of these two. That's why we apply x plus y plus xy by 100, because the options were so far off, so we just take it approximately. Now 0.5 you can call it as 1 by 2% of the income is equal to 85,000. So you can say income will be equal to 85,000 into 2 into 100. Now students, as per the question, we know it has to be 2 into something. Now how can you take 85,000 as? Can you take 85,000 as close to 1 lakh or 10 raised to power 5 into 2 into 10 raised to power 2. So it becomes 2 into 10 raised to power 7. That is your third option is your answer. Now some of you might be surprised, how can I take 85,000 and 1 lakh? Students, I am very clear. Your answer options are telling me that it has to have 2 and then all others are zeros. So 85,000, in order to make it all zeros, either I need to take it as 10,000 or to take it as 1 lakh. 10,000 is too short a figure, so we take the closest one, which is 1 lakh, right? So answer is 10 raised to power 7 along with 2. So third option. Moving on. This question, students, 25% hike. You can purchase 20 kilograms less for rupees 200. Now there are two ways. One, you can make equation and solve it. I am not going into that. The students, you go to the market with rupees 400, considering a certain price of sugar. You want to buy some quantity. You reach there and there you realize there is 25% hike. Now what will happen? You need to pay 25% more than 400. Now how much is 25% of 400? 25% of 400 is 100 rupees. Now after taking the quantity, you gave the shopkeeper 400, he says to pay you 100 more, which you don't have. So what you said? You said, okay, you take 20 kilograms out of it. That is, the price of 20 kilograms happens to be 100 rupees right now. So this means the price per kg becomes 5 rupees. And student, very important to note that this will always give you not the increased price but the new price. The price which will be there after the increase or after the decrease. So your answer is first option. Right? Moving on. Now students, here are a few practice questions for you. This is the first question. This is the second one, third one, fourth one. Right? And these are the answers. I hope you would have learned how to solve the questions which are based on the application of percentage in different questions. You will be able to apply those in the questions in the papers you take. Thank you so much. Happy learning from Team Bullseye. Thank you.